We live.
Setting past these milestones, and
We live, y'all.
we laid Jimmy to rest.
I want to tell everybody, man,
I live with that every
life is
day.
precious.
You there? It was my
And we're going
child.
to get into
I love him.
what
I
it
miss him.
is.
I miss him a lot.
In the face of trauma,
And we're going to speak about a whole lot of shit.
to healing.
The whole question is,
And we're going to talk
it's so crazy how
some
that's where we
things
go.
this morning
I heard
or this
Jimmy
night.
had some brain injuries that
All
was
right.
going to affect his ability to be funny and to
A
perform.
lot of people
Remember thinking that it could be a career-ending thing.
don't understand, man. Hypocrisy, self-righteousness, all that shit just shows you how fucked up people is, man. Where they think they got a God complex. Everybody think they bigger than God or want to be God. I hate you type of individuals that think y'all God. That get on y'all platforms and get on y'all high horse and saying y'all exposing shit. Y'all is frauds. They got a whole lot of shit in y'all closets. I don't respect y'all niggas. I don't respect self-righteousness. Not at all. Not at all.
That's a shockingly long time. Febreze also has a refill reminder light. It even reminds you to refill it.
Big Slime, salute. Salute to everybody that's pulling up.
Your home is so fresh.
We're gonna get into this topic at hand. Self-righteous individuals and they bully pulpit. See, one thing people don't understand about me and my platform, the Bulletz Gotti Show, I'm a straightforward individual. I just want people to understand that. I'm a straightforward individual. I am not a self-righteous motherfucker. I'm not a extremist mentality dude. What I say stands. I stands on everything I say on my platform. I'm not one of them dudes that had these channels that I had a conversation with my man Marv today, man. Me and my man Marv was chopping it up and we was talking about how dudes be fake self-righteous, this cancel culture thing, and this hypocrisy is extremist behavior. You know what I'm saying? And we be having conversations all the time and we chop it up because one thing I tell people is that all these dudes be hypocrites. All these dudes is hypocrites. Every last one of these dudes is hypocrites. You know? My PayPal, if you want to hit my PayPal, is counselcartel@gmail.com. You get my PayPal. Counselcartel@gmail.com is my PayPal. So if you want to support, you can hit that PayPal. Counselcartel@gmail.com. So let's get into it like this, right? Y'all see what's going on with the whole Puffy shit. Y'all know my stances on it. I told y'all my stances, and I'm one thing about me is I'm not with the hate train. I believe that every man go through shit, and I always believe that who am I to judge any man? I'm not God. I can't play the judge jury of God. See, the problem with a lot of dudes is everybody want to be God, but don't nobody hold the power of God. Nobody holds the power of God. Man don't have the power to prosecute and don't have the power to discredit anybody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want that fake sense of entitlement. All right? And everybody want to be God. Everybody feel they God. You know what I'm saying? I'm not God. I can't feel something that I'm not. I don't judge. I don't have the power to judge anybody because God didn't give me that power. So if God don't give you that power to judge, who the fuck am I to even say anything about anybody? A lot of niggas got skeletons in their closet and they don't understand that, nigga, you out here judging niggas and you got the same type of skeletons in your closet.
I'm glad if I'm the one to spread that love, I love it.
I think
You know what I'm saying?
that just so
Well, I'ma just say this about that shit with the president.
grateful and happy.
I'm not gonna say nothing else, but all I'm gonna say is
Even more powerful.
not surprised. What happened with the Iranian president? Not surprised by that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's the country you live in, man. You know, and people had a mentality to believe that a lot of shit that be going on,
Have your career, then you pass
they
on,
think it's not
and then you, right before you pass
deeper
on, man, I
emotions.
need to enjoy myself.
And I tell people all the time, there's a lot of deep shit going on around here. But I don't gotta spook motherfuckers. I don't gotta spook motherfuckers. You know, I don't gotta spook nobody.
He's struck by another driver shortly after he leaves the dealership.
I just let the world understand that it's your job to understand the forecast of the world. You know?
You're trying to get hit by an Amazon truck.
Who, 50? 50 is upset because I told y'all, man, the Rick Ross situation and the deal with Mace. It don't got nothing to do with no females. Because like I told y'all before, that man slept with that man baby mama first. Okay? He was with Justin Moms before Fifth had a baby moms named Daphne Joy. So 50 was already dealing with Puff baby moms before that. People need to go listen to the diss track Hip Hop that he did back in 06, where he talked about Misa in there. Talking about the conversation him and Misa used to have about Puff. That was way back when. But they squashed the beef. You know what I'm saying? But when he got cool with Rick Ross and shit, the shit that happened with that was, you know, he felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because 50 like myself a cancer, you know, he feel like, yo, my nigga, I'm cool with you. Why are you fucking with the opposition? You know? Now what people don't understand is that people need to see deep between the lines what's really going on. A lot of this shit is deeper than what people think. And for men, like I told people, a lot of people, hold on real quick. So, a lot of people, yeah, he did give 50 his first industry bag. That's when he worked on the Forever album. He gave him his first big check was writing on the Forever album and writing on the Saga Continue album. He went out there to Miami, the Circle House Studios, where they recorded Let's Get It. So, Puff definitely helped 50 in the beginning, and they was cool. But like I said, man, when a nigga fuck with a nigga feel like you fucking with their opposition, they start feeling some type of way. Ain't never been about no hoes. Cause 50 don't give a fuck about no hoes like that. He ain't that type of nigga to care about no bitch. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't about no hoe. It ain't about no baby moms. He could care less. You know what I'm saying? He could care less. That's what it is. You know? What dudes don't understand is it's deeper than rap. And that's what dudes got to understand. Well, what I told you earlier, what I said earlier, I told y'all, I said, don't y'all find it kind of odd that Jimmy Iovine, Snoop Dogg, and Dr. Dre getting into the liquor business with gin and juice? Don't y'all feel kind of obvious with that whole situation? That Spirit Company got two rappers as the face of a new alcohol company called Gin and Juice. That right there could tell you who's responsible for everything and who's associated. See, I always believe, man, that everything happens for a reason. Puff didn't traffic no females. He ain't traffic no females. And if anybody that got common sense would know he didn't do that. What happened was that it happens to everybody, like I told y'all in my last couple of lives. I told y'all. It all got something to do with his lawsuit. Just like I told y'all with Bill Cosby, it has something to do with the oil on his land. See, people don't understand, bro. Everything don't happen for a reason. See, if all Kelly would have did what Lil Wayne, Dr. Dre did, sign over his masters, he wouldn't be in prison right now. All he had to do was sign over the masters. Just sign over it. Why you think RZA signed over his shit? Because I'm going to keep it real with y'all, right? There was an FBI probe that came out, I think it was 2018 or 2019, about the Wu-Tang Clan, right? Detailing some murders, right, that happened in Staten Island. Now, it was an individual that was on YouTube that did an interview. If y'all watch the interview, it's on YouTube, that spoke about a situation that happened with two individuals that was murdered over a chain that was basically robbed from RZA brother. Now, this individual went on YouTube and spoke about this similar situation that happened. The FBI probe that was out in 2018, 2019, that came out about Wu-Tang Clan, right? Spoke about that the two dudes that was murdered, they was Bloods. One of the dude was, I think, 18, 19 years old that was murdered. The other dude was like 21, 22 that was murdered. And they was both murdered over this chain and two robberies. One robbery was dealing with Raekwon family member, and the other robbery was dealing with RZA brother. Two robberies. Two dudes, the two dudes that was in the family was basically, that was supposedly was the ones that did the murder, was incarcerated in a drug case, and one of them turned state evidence in a case, right? And the FBI probe was basically alleging that Wu-Tang Clan was responsible for some murders. You know? So, you stop hearing about this situation. Vlad had brought it up on his platform when he interviewed YouGuard, right? But when the sale of the Wu-Tang Clan catalog, you didn't hear no more about this, right? And I keep telling y'all, if you don't understand this, You need to understand this. Your masters, your publishing, just your financial freedom is the biggest gold mine to these motherfucking white folks. And if you don't play ball with them, they will make your life a living hell and lock you up. Okay? They will put federal cases on you dating back 20, 30, 40 years. They put cases on you just because you don't want to sell out to these motherfuckers. Now, in all these situations that have been going on, right? Like I told you, R. Kelly is in prison. Not because of no fucking bullshit ass video or nothing with no females. R. Kelly's in prison because he didn't sell his masters to these companies. See, what people don't understand is R. Kelly has $250 million catalog. He's worth so much money just off his catalog alone for all the songs he wrote over the years. So you have people like these. Yes, he died. El Compa did die. You have people that have these holdings company, these companies that basically is buying the catalog of so many artists, right? And they buy catalog like crazy. You know what I'm saying? They buy a catalog. That's all they do. And all they want is the artist to sell the publishing and the masters to them. Now, certain people is hesitant to sell their publishing and their masters. Now, like I said, R. Kelly didn't sell the group his publishing and masters. Lil Wayne had a 20-year prison sentence for drugs and guns. People say, yo, Donald Trump pardoned Lil Wayne. No. Donald Trump did not pardon Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne helped himself out of his situation by selling back all his catalog to that group. The same group that bought Wu-Tang's catalog, that bought Dr. Dre's catalog, and many others. And people say, well, what's wrong with that? They gonna get big money for that. No, they not. They basically maybe get them a couple points, but they really not making what they would be making if they didn't sell it. So Puff sued the liquor company. He gave his artists back they publishing and they masters. But he didn't sell it to the group that wants every artist publishing masters and catalog. See, I tell people this all the time, man. Read between the lines. Don't be stupid. Don't be a ignoramus. Peep game and see what the fuck is going on. See, I tell people this all the time. $ Bulletz Gotti. If you want to hit the Cash App, it's $ Bulletz Gotti. If you want to support the show and hit the Cash App, $ Bulletz Gotti. Smash the like button. Peace, Trish. How you doing? So, with all the hypocrisy and all the people judging situations and everybody getting on their platform, on their bully pulpit, saying how they feel and what they feel. I'm one of those that I see deeper than what people see, you know? Because let's keep it real, right? America don't give a fuck about none shit. But if it's about locking another black man up and killing their legacy and making sure they people blackball them, they all for that. See, I tell people like this, right? When I look at the whole thing that's going on, right? Is that the deeper the movie and the deeper the play is, the deeper you'll understand that this is all a bunch of bullshit. In this world, I tell people everything is political. Everything is about facts. I don't believe this whole Cassie situation. You know why? Because you didn't give a fuck. You didn't give a fuck. You didn't give a fuck. See, niggas feeling sorry for somebody that's an opportunist. Narcissists, opportunistic people want people to feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for opportunists and I don't feel sorry for narcissistic women. I don't. Because there's agenda behind everything. If you could leave a dude, right, for the personal trainer, right? The same personal trainer that was there to train you. The same personal trainer that was younger than you, right? He's born 1994. You're born 1985 or 1984. I think she born 1984 or 1985. No, 1986, I think it is. 1985 or 1986, right? And he's born 1994, right? He's a young man, right? You left Puff for the younger trainer, but he really don't got nothing for you, right? But he gave you 2 to 3 kids, and you made sure that you was hungry for that money because you missed the lifestyle. And a lot of these women that play victim miss the lifestyle. Jaguar Wright, a narcissist. Anytime you got a woman that sit up on a platform, I'm riding with Drake. Jaguar Wright is a whole narcissist. Just listen to her, the way she talk. This is a woman that needs to heal herself, but she wants to dim everybody else's light and diminish others instead of her getting the help that she need as a human being. She'll rather dim everybody. You ain't on no righteous shit. See, these people are not righteous people. Righteous people don't shame others to try to uplift their light. Righteous people pray for people and to rather see a person get help than come on a platform and on a bully pit to be motherfucking up here. No righteous man and no righteous woman is tearing others down. See, I'm the type of person that I read a lot of books, right? Like I look at God, right? For example, look at Jesus, for example, right? This was a man that took a murderer and Barabbas and made that man turn his life around. Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. She turned her right around and became righteous. He didn't judge these people. He basically helped these people. See, that's what I call righteousness. But the unrighteous that come on these platforms and y'all saying, oh, these people is waking people up. They not waking nobody up. They just unrighteous, satanic individuals. They evil. They not about, see, I can't hold no malice in my heart for somebody because that's not a clean spirit. That's a dirty spirit. Now, some people have their gripes with people. Like, I like watching Gene Deal. You know why I like watching Gene Deal? Because I understand his standpoint. Now, his standpoint is not that he hate Puff. He just feel like he felt that he should move a certain way. Now, that's understandable. That's not a man that's judging or coming off of a hater perspective. He's just saying, yo, I just felt like he should have did such and such, and I feel, like this. But when I listen to some of you other people that have platforms, it's like y'all come off as a disgruntled, and y'all not right with God. Y'all not spiritually right within. Anybody that's not spiritually right within should not even be talking. Cat Williams, Jaguar Wright, Lando Brown. These people are not spiritually right with God. Hassan Campbell, the Hocus for Fifths, the Mysons, the Tasha K's, the Tisa Tales, the Charleston Whites. All these people ain't spiritually cleansed because they not right within. Chilling with love. How you doing? I see you in the chat. Peace and blessings to you. I see you in the chat. Chilling with love. How you doing? Great live that you did. I liked your live. I see you in the chat. So, a lot of people. Salute. A lot of people that got platforms, these people are not spiritually cleansed, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because they all deal with hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. They want it to be one way, but it's the other way. It's the other way. When people go on their platforms, and I watch these people eating off of this, and they all should not be judging nobody. Salute. They should be trying to pray, because the Most High tell us that that's not our job to judge anybody. That's his job to be the judge and the jury and the executioner of certain situations. Our job is to pray and be humble servants and be meek individuals. But when you're dealing in a world where people want to play God, people want to be everything that they not, and they come on their platforms and they speak how they speak. I'm gonna keep it real with you, right? We ain't living in a righteous world, right? Because you got all these unrighteous people having unrighteous wars in this country, in the world. You got civil wars that's going to happen. You got spiritual wars going on. And you just got people saying anything and doing anything on YouTube. for a check. For a check. I don't get why people get on their platforms and talk about others when they backyard and they closet ain't even clean. I watch dudes literally get on their platforms and call people out and they closet ain't even clean. I watch women and men profit off of destruction instead of using a platform to uplift. How do you get on your platform to be destructive than be positive? But you see, they don't have the mindset of being positive. Their mindset is the mindset of the devil. All that these people is doing on their platforms just to make a quick buck is crazy. Instead of people uplifting and praying and helping people, they'll rather be greedy. And that's the thing. Greed is the number one key to all these people. And they narcissism. Look at all these dudes with they fake self-righteous shit. And they fake self-righteous mentality. Perfect example. I can name you a bunch of YouTubers that I saw crashed and burned on here. They played to one side and they ended up crashing and burning. Perfect example. Perfect example. I appreciate that. Perfect example. Young Pharaoh, right? Look at Young Pharaoh, right? Young Pharaoh came up in the conscious community, right? Had a big platform, right? Had got 500,000 subscribers going on Tommy Sotomayor platform and rebranding himself, right? Talking about the deep state, rebranding himself, right? And I always tell people, once you jump in that arena and you try to rebrand and you try to point the fingers, just remember, it's one finger that you pointing at others, it's 1,000 fingers pointing at you. Look how he crashed. That's a perfect example of somebody crashing. Lost his channel. Got exposed. He went over there. Should have been just neutral. I always tell people, never pick a side on politics. Just never pick a side on anything. I don't pick sides. I look at bullshit and I call bullshit out. That's what I do. That's what my platform always has been about. It's calling BS out. You know, Pharaoh said what he said, did what he did, got in there as the pro deep state guy, right? Doing the same thing the Hocus and all these dudes, Hassan and all them be doing, right? And then the thing that really cracked me up about Homie and what happened to him is that when he was going to speak at CPAC or 2020 or 2021, they looked up his past ingression, past content. And in his past transgressions, he said things that made them say, we ain't fucking with you and we canceling you. And that's what happened. He got canceled. Because dudes don't tighten up on their shit. Everybody want to be this fake woke savior. Everybody want to act like they good peoples. Everybody want to get on a pulpit, and speak and say they for the people, but they really for the bag. Money do change people, but money does the same thing that it'll do to somebody that you say, a celebrity, that'll do to you on this shit. See, I just think that a lot of these motherfuckers is just greedy in life. You know what I'm saying? And they find a cheap way to come up by gossiping, by being haters. All these are traits of the devil. It's not traits of the righteous. You can't be righteous if you fucking hate you. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. One thing about me is I'm righteous, but I'm not as right. I'm not the same type of righteous that you niggas claim to be. Because if you really righteous, you wouldn't stand on your platforms and do lies. I don't sit and listen to none of these people because I just know a lot of these people be full of shit. And they be upset because life wasn't too good for them. But the reason why life wasn't good for them is because they wasn't good to life. So when they get on a platform and they talk about, yo, that person is this, that person is that, but they don't tell you what they was like, how they act. They get on their platforms and push the agenda. It's a fact. Yeah, you know, one thing about me, I give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not a person that, I just look at the world different from a lot of people because my perspective on life is just different. I just think that people chooses the cheap way in life, right? People don't have to be on YouTube gossiping about others or hating on others. People could be uplifting and edifying and become successful other ways. But you see, when you don't have no integrity and no morals, you'll sell your soul for that dollar. Okay? Hassan Campbell talk about dudes selling their soul. He sells his soul for the money every day because he tells you that he's doing it for the money. He ain't doing it for the people. All these dudes, when they get on these platforms, just listen to their rhetoric. They don't do it for the people. They do it for the dollar. I was on Clubhouse. I had to expose the nigga Hocus 4/5 today. You know why? Because this man is a hypocrite, is a liar. You know? And like a lot of these dudes, they all the same. Hypocrites, liars, scammers, and people that live foul in life. When you live foul in life and you don't live righteous and everything that you do is underhanded, what do you expect? Everybody judge everybody, but don't nobody judge themselves for the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? I can't go with somebody and I got skeletons in my closet and I'm a foul individual. But people don't want you to know who they are and what they do. They come on in and paint the bigger picture of themselves. I watch how these people have successful YouTube platforms and all they can do is shit on others. All they can do. Like, they ain't got no talent. And the reason why they move like that is because They thirsty. Thirst opens up a can of worms because you sitting there having a perspective that I'm going to do this just because I know it's going to get me where I need to get me to. See, I watch a lot of these people and I just listen to some people and I just feel like motherfuckers be cap. They be cap, you know? And nah, that'll never happen. They be cap. You know, I sit on here and I say to myself sometimes, man, life is what you make. You know, everybody wants to be the head nigga in charge, the top dog. And that's just what it is. But I will be back tomorrow. I'll get y'all with another live. I just wanted to come here. This is a little quick live I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Just to talk about the hypocrisy and just the bullshit of people, bro. I tell people this all the time, man. Study people's motivation or why they do and say the things that they do. Everybody out here that always want to be self-righteous, they want to be cancel culture all up. These are people that have issues beyond their beliefs. Dudes make it a point just to get on. I hate shit like that. You got women that have narcissistic mindsets. You have men that are narcissistic too. But I could see a narcissistic woman and narcissistic men just by their characteristics. If you listen to a dude like a song or dudes like Whack 100 and many others like that, is that they all have the same mindset, you know? And they all the same. Dudes should never try to put nobody else down just to make themselves feel big. But when you put others down to make yourself feel big, then you, my friend, is the problem. And I will be back tomorrow. I got y'all niggas with another live. Salute. Y'all have a blessed morning.